let's go to the Smark Zone. We don't really have any background music for the Smark Zone this week.
Oh, that's cool. But we can just talk about the stuff that Sci-Fi Channel will be playing Raw for the next 2 weeks because of the U.S. Open.
Oh, good. So finally someone is able to pick up the
Yeah, not
ghosting of
don't be
Monday Night
preempted.
Raw.
And here's
Really?
here's the funniest story. Ready? Actually, it's the second funniest. The final edition of Friday Night SmackDown will be airing on the 25th, and it will not be back on the air except for 5 markets for the next 3 weeks until the 22nd of September. So for people
Good.
except in New York, Los Angeles, Washington D.C., Houston, and of course Connecticut, you won't be able to watch SmackDown for 3 weeks.
Fine
Really?
with me.
So
Wow.
the prophecy comes true. It is ratings down.
You know, Chris Jericho has his own radio station on XM Radio.
Yeah, and he's going to be on Celebrity Duets, that Fox show where the 2 people sing together.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to start doing that.
Is
Yeah,
he
he's-
still known as Chris Jericho, or is that a trademark name?
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, he owns that name.
Really?
yeah,
Well,
and
which
yeah, he plays
explains-
pretty good music on the XM. He plays all metal and stuff.
Well, he is a metalhead.
Didn't he sing in a band or something?
Yeah,
Fozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
And it's reported in the back in the WWE locker room that the only drug you can use, not even painkillers, just the straight old-fashioned dope that your grandparents used to smoke.
The Reefers.
Reefers only. That's
They
it.
let him do that, huh?
And in the most shocking news, are you ready for this?
In wrestling?
Ready.
Really?
This is literally the most this is disgusting. In the new DVD that's coming out, it's the McMahon DVD. There's a special commentary by Stephanie where she talks over it, and she confesses that her dad had an idea of making her pregnancy be an incest angle where he was supposedly the father.
no.
And this is going to be
Wow.
on TV.
On primetime TV.
On prime time. Thanks, Vince.
And this is the idea Vince had, and it got shot down by Stephanie?
yeah, she shot it. She's like, no.
Would you say maybe he's vicariously living some fantasies through on the television here?
It's like that time he was staring at her breast when she was in the wedding gown when her and Triple H were going to get married. He just stared at her giant new implants. He's like, "Arr."
Well, he
Googling.
probably wants her.
It was weird. And Kevin Nash was going to be let
Yeah.
go at TNA. So, have you seen that rumored poster for DX and NWO facing each other at
No.
Survivor Series
Really?
this year? Yeah.
Well,
It's a possibility.
Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash.
And all they need is Scott Hall, and he's just drunk
Scott
somewhere
Hall
in
is
Florida,
sweet.
They can
trying
get
to
him to
not
do it.
take care of his kids. And for all those people who want to see it, Rob Van Dam will take on the Big Show for the ECW World Heavyweight
Wow.
Championships.
What an amazing matchup that's going to be.
Only the one problem: it's a house show in Pennsylvania. So.
Ooh. So nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, ECW on Sci-Fi did a 2.3 and Raw did a 4.1.
Now, you were talking last week about how ECW is switching back to the old-style arenas and everything because Paul Heyman's controlling it, but I could have sworn that on Tuesday when I was watching ECW, it was
well,
a big
well,
old SmackDown arena.
All right, yeah. Well, you gotta think that it takes months to plan that stuff, though. You know, because those tickets that were sold for this show were sold a month ago, so that decision that was made
All right,
isn't
yeah.
in effect yet.
I can
and
see
And
that.
it's I'm not gonna lie to you, it's still under the format it is now until October, to my knowledge.
Okay. See, I was under the impression it was going to switch like that.
Oh no, Vince sometimes takes time. So that's been the Smark Zone. Listen back next week and enjoy.